Okay, and welcome to the Believe Beauty Inspires TLS overview. My name is Beryl Stephen, and I'm hailing from Orlando, Florida, and I'd like to welcome you all to this hangout. What we'd like to do tonight is give you a little bit of information about the TLS program, talk a little bit about what perhaps may have been some of your struggles with other programs, walk through some of the tools and resources that we have available with TLS. And then, if you have any questions, feel free to make a comment below. Or if you need to get a hold of us, we're at facebook.com/believebeauty. That's www.facebook.com/believebeauty, as well as we are available via email at believebeautyinspires@gmail.com. So what I'd like to do tonight in order to get started is talk a little bit about goals. So when we start to work with you in terms of determining whether or not TLS might be a good fit for you in terms of a program, we want to know what your goals are. We want to know why you're looking to make a health change. We recognize that not everybody is going to want to lose weight, but we recognize that folks may want to put on weight, want to build lean muscle, want to train for an athletic event, various things that people are looking to do. And so we want to know why you want to do it. We also want to know how much in terms of quantity that we're working with. So if it's weight, how much are you looking to lose? If you are, training for a marathon, a triathlon, an athletic event, a bodybuilding event, whatever the case may be, what in terms of quantity are you looking to? And then also we want to know how you think your life will be different once you achieve your goals. What changes are going to be made and how is that going to affect you and your lifestyle? Because we want to make sure that we're pushing it in a positive direction and making sure that those lifestyle changes are going to be maintainable and long-term for you so that you no longer have to go through the yo-yoing of dieting. Some of the struggles you might have experienced if you're looking to lose weight may have been any one of these things. You're one of those helping personalities, and so you do everything for everyone else, but don't focus on yourself. You don't have time to exercise. You don't like to cook. There's a variety of reasons that folks struggle to lose weight. You don't exercise. You live a sedentary lifestyle. You have a down job. You struggle with portion size. I know for myself, I struggled with that for a while, and it wasn't until I found tricks in order to remember what the proper portion sizes were. And so we'll walk through kind of for you as an individual. That's what I love about the TLS program. It's fully customizable and targeted for you as an individual. And so where weight loss, typically as it's known in the industry, right? So where it usually goes wrong is that they try to fit square pegs in round holes. So there's really not a one-size-fits-all solution for weight loss. You have to find what works for you. So some programs may work for some people, but not for others. Depending on your goals, even if it's the exact same goal, they may have to go a different route. So we work with you to kind of get a basic understanding of what happens after you hit your goals, right? And what have you tried before, and out of those things that you've tried before, what's worked and what's not worked. And then most importantly, a lot of weight loss programs will tend to focus on weight loss versus fat loss. So in order to maintain a healthy metabolism, you really need to build the muscle to burn the fat. And so what typically happens is you are shedding the pounds in terms of numbers, but you're not actually replacing the shedding with strong, lean muscle. So you're losing muscle and fat, And then when you gain the weight back, you're gaining back all fat because you've got no muscle in order to burn that fat. So what we focus on is we focus on fat loss so that you're building that lean muscle and you're able to maintain a healthy metabolism, therefore maintaining a healthy overall weight and health. So what is TLS Weight Loss Solutions? Well, we are a fully customizable weight management and lifestyle solutions program, and we focus on an approach called low glycemic impact eating, something that our beloved Sue Pasquale always says, you can lick an Oreo and make it low glycemic. So we focus on low glycemic impact, which means that we're also taking into account portion control. So we provide you with different meal plans. We want to teach you eating right versus eating less. We want to understand and help you understand and provide you with the information to understand the behaviors and kind of the backstory, if you will, about why perhaps you gained the weight and why you've struggled in the past to lose it. And then also we want to focus on that fat loss and building that muscle, and that will lead to a much longer term benefit in terms of your overall health. And last but not least, we also want to make sure that you're reaching your goals. So we want to make those goals smart. We want to make them, specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. And so we also have a line of, we have our meal plans, and then we also have a line of nutritional intervention tools, thank you, Dr. D, or supplements, as the industry calls them, that will aid you in targeting the specific types of fat loss goals that you're trying to achieve. So here's a little infographic on the low glycemic eating that we talked about, where, for example, this is a perfect program, or not perfect, but this is a great program for those who need to maintain their blood sugar levels. So your diabetics, folks that need to keep that flat consistency of a blood sugar level versus eating those high GI foods causes you to, spike and then crash, and you're left, not in a very good place. And so we want you we help you understand how to consistently eat low GI foods to keep you on track towards your health and wellness goals. One of my favorite menu plans that we have, it's your kickstart to your program, whatever program you choose, is our detox. It's typically 7 days. Sometimes it can be made longer if necessary. But it helps to do that oil change, if you will, for your vehicle, which is your body. So when they do the oil change on your car, they don't just take out the bad oil, and leave in the dirty filter. They also take out the dirty filter and put a new one in. So with the detox, we're also helping your vehicle of your body to be able to get rid of all of those toxins and create a new filter in your intestines and in your liver, and in your stomach, and in your gut, to be able to maintain the healthy lifestyle that you'll be moving forward towards. You'll begin to remove unhealthy foods, junk food, things like that from your vicinity, not just from your house. I always remember, I always have to remember some people spend more time in their office than they do in their house. So we've got a pretty strict meal plan where you've got set out for you what you do for breakfast, what you do for snack, lunch, afternoon snack, and dinner, and making sure that you're getting in your water, you're getting in your sleep, you're getting in the vitamins and nutrients into your body. Most people will do what's called our fruit and vegetable detox, and that's focusing solely on fruits and vegetables for the 7 days. And oftentimes they'll utilize that red box that, if you can read it, says NutriClean. They'll utilize this TLX detox kit, which are all the products right there on the right-hand side of the screen, to assist them in their detoxifications. It's a really great program. And then I like to pair it with our 14-day fat shredder program. So you've got a nice 21-day program where you can clean the gut and then blast out some fat after your detox week. And this fat shredder program, typically you can expect to lose somewhere around 10 pounds in a 2-week program. And so it's it's a very strict. This one is really strict with your proteins or dairy, your vegetables, your fruit, your TLS shakes as snacks, and then it also provides you with a daily exercise regimen, which is fantastic because sometimes we're like, oh, I know I got to exercise, but I don't know what to do. So it provides it all there for you, and then of course we have the TLS supplements, which we'll go over later. So a really great program if you've got an event coming up and you want to shed off, a couple extra pounds so that you can get into that, gorgeous dress or that stunning tux that you gentlemen wear. So, it's a fantastic program to go through a 14-day fat shredder. Rapid results for folks that are looking between 6 and 12 weeks in terms of a time period to lose 2 to 3 pounds per week. So it's a pretty swift program. And it's strictly low glycemic. You're doing quality proteins and vegetables, no starches or grains for the first 6 weeks. And you're doing your nutritional TLS shake. This also, again, we have full body power workouts as well as recommended TLS supplements to go along with the meal plan to assist you in that program. Sure and Steady, for someone that's looking to do a 12-week program, to do 1 or 2 pounds per week. This we think is probably one of the more popular plans for folks that have tried other programs before and they just haven't worked for them. Sure and Steady really gets someone into creating those good long-term habits. And so you're focusing on quality proteins and lots of vegetables. And also for those folks that, maybe carb lovers like myself, it teaches you to change your palate towards quality whole grains and low GI foods versus, your high GI or your heavy starches. And then, of course, your TLS shake, nutrition shake, as well as your fruits and, of course, your vegetables. And again, providing workouts along with it to help you with the exercise portion. And we can tweak it however you need based on your physical abilities. And then, of course, as always, the TLS supplements as recommended. Simply Delivered. Remember, we mentioned that there may be some people that struggle with weight loss because they don't cook. Well, Simply Delivered offers you the ability to lose somewhere, usually around 2.5 pounds a week for a 4 to 12-week program. And it allows for you to have chef-prepared meals delivered to your door. And we've got a nice variety, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, as well as 2 snacks that allow for you to still be able to achieve your health goals and your weight management goals. But we find things that work within your budget as well as within your schedule. And as again, it also has the optional full body power workouts as well as the TLS supplements. Continued commitment. This is for folks who have reached those goals and they want to continue with the program and just maintain their healthy lifestyle. And we've got a meal plan for that. So you've kind of gotten yourself in the habit, in the good habits, and you've gotten yourself on a good routine. And this just continues that program for you. Sometimes people still need that that kind of structure, and this provides that for them. It's really our maintenance plan with quality whole grains and proteins and dairies and your fruits and vegetables daily, and making sure that you're also utilizing TLS supplements as necessary and needed, and really to keep you on track to where you've achieved to. As I mentioned before, we've got these fantastic TLS supplements, so I'll go through them relatively quickly. Our first one is TLS Core, which is our fat and carb inhibitor. So basically, rather than, not saying that you can consume McDonald's and get away with it, but when you take the product about 30 to 45 minutes before you eat, if you're able to, and it helps to inhibit the absorption, for lack of a better term, of the fat and carbs into your body, so that you're less likely to have that stuff turn into fat. This is our top product, I think, right now. Although we've got some other ones that are coming to take Core for a run for their money. But we usually partner Core with our multivitamin for folks who may be on a more of a limited budget, and that definitely gets folks started in the right direction. So Core is a fantastic product. We've also got our Axe, which is for those who might be a little stressed out, or it's also adrenal, cortisol, and thyroid support formula. So really it addresses the root of the problem by helping your body adapt to stress and assisting you with your weight loss. Thermochrome, happy pills. This is our fat burner. So we've got Core for our inhibitor, and then Thermochrome, which burns the fat. So it helps to speed up that metabolism. It does have caffeine. We now have an option for those who may be caffeine sensitive, but Thermochrome is a fantastic to use in order to rev up that metabolism and kind of get you. I maybe get half of a Thermochrome, but still kind of gives me my usual caffeine reaction. So I do my best to stay away, and I'm going to stick with the new alternative that's coming up just in a second. And then, of course, my killer. Slim down that stubborn fat. So typically we carry weight in particular areas, right? So our stomach, our hips, our thighs, and especially for us ladies, that's not where we want it. And so the CLA really aids and assists in kind of slowing down the process of that fat and really killing it, okay? And we've actually had folks get their six-packs back, and no, it's not a six-pack of beer. So, the Tonal CLA is a phenomenal, phenomenal product. And our new addition, our little baby. So this is my go-to. So instead of the Thermochrome, we now have the green coffee plus Garcinia ambrosia. And this is our fat burner for those who are caffeine sensitive. So it is a decaffeinated product, and Dr. Oz talks on a regular basis about the green coffee as well as the Garcinia ambrosia, and people are out there, buying it like crazy. And what we've done is we've actually combined it, and one of our ingredients, which is clinically researched, called svetol, really aids in assisting the green coffee and the Garcinia ambrosia with that fat burning. So we've done some studies, or some studies have been done, and folks on average, I think it was 10 pounds in I want to say 3 or 6 weeks, which is phenomenal, right? And just a little tip that I got from my buddy down here in Orlando, Mike Wilbanks. Thanks for this heads up, Mike. You want to make sure that this, with any of our supplements, you follow the directions on the bottle. But this one, and thermochrome in particular, you want to make sure that you're eating some sort of food with it, because obviously it does have a quote-unquote stimulant in it, of some sort. You don't want to get dizzy and make you sick if you don't eat. Okay, so and of course with our TLS meal plans, you are always eating. And so we've got our TLS nutrition shakes as my favorite trainer thus far. Not to call out any favorites, but one of my favorite trainers, I'll say, Holly Howroyd, taught me. Our motto is protein and fiber with every meal makes losing weight no big deal. So our TLS nutrition shakes have the right amount of fiber and the right amount of protein. We've got 10 grams of fiber as well as 18 grams of protein. This is fantastic, obviously in the mornings and whenever you need a snack, so it's a perfect calorie amount as well, even though we're not counting calories. But it also gives you that protein and fiber. So if I'm on the run and I need, a last-minute meal so that I don't go through the drive-through, I always have this in a blender bottle, and I do my best to make sure that I don't forget it in the car because this Orlando heat is no joke. But the TLS nutrition shakes come in chocolate and vanilla, and they're pretty darn tasty. And then we also have our TLS whey protein shakes in chocolate and vanilla. So this is great for, after a workout when you need to do the protein replenishment within 45 minutes to an hour. Grams of protein with minimal carbohydrates and fat, and it's RBGH free as well, and it's a whey protein. So really takes care of helping you build that lean muscle. And then again, I call them my TLS MREs. My folks who've gone through many a hurricane will remember the MREs. But this this item you can put on the shelf in your cabinets, and so you don't have to worry about refrigerating it. And it's emergency food, really. Not so much that I would have someone consuming this on a regular basis, but if someone needs a last-minute meal and it's either this or the drive-through, I'd much rather them use this as their meal. One of my favorite tools, honestly, our TLS core, is the TLS Health Guide and Journal. It is the good book of TLS. So it provides you not only with your journaling sections, because we found that folks who journal through their healthy lifestyle management program, they do have a higher success rate than those who don't. And if you're an old school type of person, you can have pages upon pages of writing room for journaling. But what I like most about it is it gives you some chapters on behavior modification, and it takes you through a 12-week program of really identifying what your issues are, what your struggles have been, and then helping you focus on the road ahead. We have an online version to it, essentially, with our TLSslim.com, and it offers you, as it says here, menu plans and food entries, MyFitnessPal. And it also allows for us as your coach to be able to track your progress with your measurements and your weight, and especially when you're virtually coaching someone, it gives you that virtual connection in addition to them having the health guide. Mobile age, we do have a mobile app both for iPhone and Android that allows you to seamlessly so that way you don't have to try and remember everything and then go home at the end of the day and say, oh gosh, I don't know what I... So that is a brief overview of our TLS weight loss solutions. We do have a Find Your Fit challenge coming up. The last day to register is September 25th. We are a group here, not only in Orlando, but virtually with Believe Beauty Inspires on September 1st. So that's Monday, Labor Day. And if you need to start on the 2nd, we can do that. But we figured start on an easy day to remember. And we're going to go through a 12-week program, and each program will be individualized, but we will all be able to share our victories together. So I encourage you to contact us by commenting below or sending us an email to believebeautyinspires@gmail.com and let us know that you want to get started with us, and go for the Find Your Fit challenge and potentially win up to $10,000, which would be pretty darn sweet. So thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate it. And again, leave your comments below if you have any questions. You can find us on Facebook at Believe Beauty Inspires. And have a great day. And remember, always be inspired.